All right. Welcome, everyone, to Hello, Ernest at the kitchen table, connecting writers and readers. I'm Jan Pratt, and today I am here with Prabhakar Veeraraghavan from India, and he has a new book coming out in the next week that's called The Law of Attraction, A Guide to Cultivating Health, Wealth, and Financial Abundance. So he has quite an impressive biography. He's published over 10 books, which I think is just amazing. They've been distributed worldwide. He loves lots of different genres, and he actually has a second book coming out probably by the end of the year, I think. Isn't that what you were telling me?
That's right. Yeah.
Well, why don't you give us a little synopsis of the law of attraction?
Yeah. Thank you very much, first of all, for giving me this opportunity to address people, which I'm doing it for the first time in a podcast. And right from the younger age, I've been fascinated by writing and storytelling. Growing up, books were my companions, transporting my words beyond my imagination. The desire to create my own narrative to evoke emotions and provoke thoughts in others ignited my passion for writing. So it was a natural progression, I feel, that fueled up the deep-seated love for words and their ability to be magic. So I started with writing travel books. In fact, I love traveling. So I started with my travel books, but later on I shifted to self-help books. So this law of attraction is one of that book that transformed my journey of life. In fact, I never believed in law of attraction before until now it worked excellently for me. Until and recently, I attended the workshop of the law of attraction and practiced myself that transformed my journey entirely. So I thought it's high time for me to write the law of attraction book that explains in detail how to leverage your subconscious mind in doing and achieving anything and everything that you need in your life. It has around 15 chapters giving the introduction of what is law of attraction, what is conscious mind, what is subconscious mind, how to get into your subconscious mind and take advantage of the positivity that it gives, and that's how it goes. And I'm sure definitely whosoever is going to read this book will have a positive knowledge and the positive state of mind once they finish reading that book. I bet for that. So I strive for people's happiness, satisfaction. And as a writer, I want to give the readers their happiness that is required. And that's the main motive of this book.
So now you said this book was fueled by a workshop you went to. Had you had any background with the law of attraction before you had gone to that workshop?
Absolutely not. I was not aware of the law of attraction. In fact, I was a person religiously moved, actually born in South India. I'm religiously moved, but I was not that much a person believing scientific terms and scientific actions. But for the first time, when I tried this law of attraction, I was mesmerized. And I was thinking something might happen in this real world by this law of attraction. So once it worked out very well for me, then I practiced, started doing that and telling my friends. And after that, I started writing this book so that I can.
Give us an example of how the law of attraction has worked in your life.
Yeah, in fact, I was struggling a lot. In fact, I spent most of my career in the corporate world. I served for 20 years in an US MNC engineering EPC company, oil and gas company. I will also like to mention the company Bechtel Engineering Company. So due to this pandemic, the projects got scrapped, and I I wanted to have an alternate for. So I started writing books, and I was struggling for that income. And in fact, my spouse, she has also lost his job. We were struggling to find an income for that time. So that's the time when I attended this law of attraction workshop. Then it showed that once we move into a subconscious mind and then ask whatever we want, and that will be true and happening. So you have to feel that you already have that instead of asking what you want. I want money. I want money. You have to feel that you already have that money, and you have to feel the happiness. Once you be happy and feel the happiness, automatically the law of attraction works for you. And that's the secret of law of attraction. So instead of asking, you have to thank the universe for giving that value. So that's the main gist of law of attraction.
So tell us something that an event that kind of sparked maybe this creativity, something that was really memorable that kind of started maybe your writing career.
Yeah, it started with my journey to Kashmir once, about 10 years back, I should say. It was a memorable trip. Kashmir is the paradise of India, where I visited with my family, and I found an extreme climate over there. It fascinated, and I was mesmerized by the breathtaking beauty of the region. However, the extreme climate over there posed significant challenges, making everyday life a consistent struggle. Despite the vibrant culture and warm hospitality, I couldn't ignore the underlying hardships faced by the people of Kashmir because they experience a very hard life over there. So that impacted me deeply to write a book on Kashmir. So that's how I started my first book, titling Exploring Kashmir, the Switzerland of India, where it had around 13 chapters enhancing about the life of Kashmir, the local Kashmir, how to visit, when to visit, their hardships, what they are facing. It captured everything. That was my turning point, I should say. As a writer, I started my first debut book, Exploring Kashmir.
And how long ago was that? How long ago was that book?
10 years back.
Oh, so you've done almost a book a year since
Not
that.
exactly 10 years back, I visited Kashmir, but I started writing a couple of years ago
Okay.
after the pandemic.
So you've done even more books and 10 books in what, 5 years? 4 years?
That's right.
Oh my
For you.
goodness. That's a lot of writing to do. Now, have you visited all the places that you have written travel books about also?
That's right. Yeah. I have written three travel books. One is exploring Kashmir. One is unveiling India. Because I find a lot of foreign travelers requiring for information about India. I wrote a book on 30 days journey to India. It had the 30-day itinerary. Whosoever wants to visit India, it's a ready reference guide. And number three is the Coastal Charms, Indian Coastal Charms book. And these three are the travel books that I wrote.
So, so the other books are self-help books that you've also written, more like the
That's
law of
right.
attraction books.
No, action books I am made to start, but I'm inclined to more self-help books because I want my readers to get benefited by somehow or other by reading my book. So I started with weight losing. I believe in weight loss. In fact, I gained losing weight loss by about 10 kilos by practicing gym at home. So I wrote a book on weight loss. I wrote a book on parenting, how to make a good parenting. Having around 30 years of experience, I thought I should disseminate this experience to others, how to parent, how to grow up a good children. So that is one of the self-help book that I wrote. And next is law of attraction and hypnosis therapy book.
So how many kids do you have?
I have two kids, one son and one daughter. My son is studying his MS in biomedical engineering from Purdue University, Indiana, USA. And my daughter is studying in class 12, second grade,
Very
India.
nice. So now about your writing journey, do you have a particular habit? Do you like to write first thing in the morning? Do you like to go for a walk and then come home and write? What's your process for putting out 10 books in 4 years?
Yeah, in fact, I used to plan my writing for the next 3 months, first quarter, next quarter, I would plan what should I write. In fact, so accordingly, I will gather the information because I believe in authenticity and the quality of the book. So I gather all the information that is available. I choose a topic. If it is a self-help, what will be the book and what should be the topics covered and what are all the contents it should have. So I will gather the information and put aside, and then I will work on each and every topic day by day, gathering information and then keep on accumulating it. And once I reach all information about all the topics, I just accumulate it and then make it as a book before making it as final reading. So I make thorough practice of all the contents, the topics that has to be included in the book before it gets published.
So how are you doing your research? Is it all internet based? Are you using libraries? What's your method of research these days?
Yeah, I have a library over here, British Council Library, a member of that, and read books, and I'm a member of Colony Society Library, online library we have in our society. We have free books which is connected with the audio books. So I read books over there. Plus, I am a member of many groups in Facebooks where I get knowledge. We share knowledge. I am member in various writers forum. So I collect all the information, gather all the information collectively, and then make it as a topic before getting it as a book. Actually, that's how.
And when you gather this information, you just have it like organized in different documents on your computer so that you can pull it all together?
Yeah, that's right. I keep organized when I start my day. I used to keep my table first of all clean, and then I used to jot down. In fact, at the end of the day, I used to jot down what has to be done tomorrow morning so that I don't need to scratch my head on thinking what to be done today. I used to plan myself one day before going to bed. I ensure that the next day's program is written on my table. By the time I get up, I want the list of things to-do list to my table at any cost. Once I get up in the morning, I pray God and thank my parents, as it's a part of law of attraction exercise. Also, that one has to thank their parents, especially the mom who has given you the birth. Without mom, I'm nowhere in this world. Today I am here in this world means thanks to my mom who has given birth. So I start my day with thanking my dad and mom, then the God. Then I look at this to-do list, what has to be done today. Then at that side, I have various folders having papers relating to the topics that I have to choose. My laptop in front of me for getting all the related stuffs. I just combine and correlate and make the sentence, frame sentences, frame chapters. Then I start my work, day work. But I also ensure to take care of my health, which is very important. Like I have to be healthy enough to continue writing. I cannot stop in between the free flow of writing. So I used to take breaks during my writing, then have some snacks, and then come back and then writing. And that's how the day goes.
Are your books traditionally published, or are they self-published?
No, I publish myself. In fact, I was not aware of the self-publishing books earlier. Until then, I published my first ever debut book, Exploring Kashmir. I was not aware. I thought I should rely on traditional books only. But I took a thorough course on how to publish through Amazon KDP, and
Mm-hmm.
then I started self-publishing books in Amazon. And after that, I also went to other worldwide publications like Draft to Digital, Smashwords, and other worldwide publications because I wanted my books to be read by all over people of all over the universe, not confined to a particular region or a particular country. So that's how I started publishing my books in other platforms as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, in 5 years, where do you want to be in your writing career? What are your goals for the next 5 years? You're going to crank out 5 more books?
Yeah, obviously. In fact, I have a lot of stuffs in mind, but I should be in the next 5 years. Hopefully, I should have written uh, 5 to 10 plus books. It's not the quantity matters, does matter, but the quality of that does matter. I wanted to create an impact on the readers that even writing a single book that has the impact over the years to come, that does matter. So I hope I should be writing a book that creates a history in the author's world. So that's my goal that I'm yet to achieve, but I'm hopeful of achieving it in the next 5 years to create a history in the author's world.
Well, you said this year you've got another book coming out on hypnosis, right? Should
That's
be
right. Yeah.
by the end of 2024 or before, you think?
Yeah, even earlier than that. Yeah.
All right. Well, you're off and running, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, why don't you read us a little snippet from your book? Give us a little
Okay.
teaser.
Okay. Hypnosis, I have not yet started, but law of attraction, I have started. But hypnosis, I am working on that actually. Uh, so I will have to collect information about hypnosis.
Yeah, let's hear a snippet from the law of attraction.
Yeah. Law of attraction is a book that is concerned with the inner conscious, that is subconscious mind, and it has around 13 chapters actually covering each and every chapter has in-depth knowledge of how to get into the subconscious mind. It starts with the introduction of what is law of attraction and is law of attraction really works, and if it does not work, then why it is not working, then how to get into the subconscious mind, how to get into your concentration that really works with the law of attraction, what are all the theories that are involved in the law of attraction, what are the principles that has to be followed in the law of attraction to be successful, and the formula behind the successful law of attraction, and it also gives the live examples, real world examples of law of attraction, how it worked for me and how it works for others if they practice the law of attraction in the same lines. And of course, one has to practice the law of attraction because mere reading will not work. And at the end, it also emphasizes that practicing law of attraction is very much required to be able to get success in the law of attraction. So that's how the book goes. In fact, I am yet to finalize the final sequence of chapters. I'm just reviewing that what has to be added more, what has to be deleted, because I wanted to put all these steps in that book and wanted to make it a memorable book. So I have not finalized the chapters like what in the chronological order, but it's still on the finalization stage, which I'll be doing it in a day or two. The major points, chapters that will be covering all these chapters.
So, where can people find you, or where can they find your book? Do you have a website, a Facebook page, Instagram? Um, Books are on Amazon. Is that where's the best place
Yes,
for them to look for this book?
yeah, I have my Amazon's author page. I have my website, prabhakarbookshelf.in. That is my bookshelf. Prabhakar, Prabhakar, bookshelf.in is my website where one can find all my books that has been published. And I also provide services, other services also that can be found in the site. I provide free services also regarding the books, like how to make a book cover. I provide free service. I provide free consultation also. Apart from that, I also have the YouTube channel. Like again, everything is in the name of Prabhakar Bookshelf, so that is easy for everyone to get connected. So I have my YouTube channel also, where one can find my books as well.
We will put all of those links in the show notes so you guys will be able to get in touch with hopefully your next great read, which just might be the law of attraction or the book on hypnosis or one of the many travel books that Prabhakar has written. So thank you guys for being here today and joining me around the kitchen table. Hope to see you guys soon.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. And thanks, leaders. Thank you so much.